Now, listen, you guys, everything that is hidden will certainly come to life one day because guess who is out there getting exposed by bloggers for befriending them just so they will push narratives that are to her favor? Yeah, you guessed it right. It is none other than the Transformer. Now, we're going to be talking about all of that, and we are also going to be discussing about Drake. Drake is out there doing the things, okay? In the midst of the H train, here he is selling out in 3 minutes. Boy, hello tea lovers and welcome to the tea vlog. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys, I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, let us talk about the Transformer Milagro and everything that went down. It does seem like Offset's sister decided to shake the Transformer a little bit because you guys do know that, well, there has been a rumor that has been going around that the Transformer and Stephon Diggs are saying each other. And back then, you guys remember Bia came out with that tea saying that while she was 4 months pregnant, allegedly something had gone down in as far as, laying down with another man is concerned, in as much as cheating is concerned. So it seems like that did not sit well with a certain blogger whose name is Alexis. And they were like, listen, you lied to me. Why would you lie to me? Because, when I wanted to break this tea, you told me that it's not true and you came and befriended me just so I won't cover your story. And they're so mad. And I'm like, why are you mad? Did you think that they were going to tell you that indeed I'm cheating on my husband with this man? Obviously not. The only person that she would probably be that honest to would be Ken Barbie because that's her friend. Everybody else, you, Amon Wiggins, and Jason Lee, Jason Lee is more like her master because, well, I don't know what Jason has on her that makes us, bow down to him like this. It's not a friendship. It's actually a situation where she has to kiss Jason's behind. But Ken Barbie is her friend, okay? Not you. And all of these people really need to learn. Okay, this is what this blogger said. They say they lied and told me she didn't know Steph after I was told she was 4 months pregnant, leaving the hotel he stayed at in Miami. I ain't say a word. Wonder if TMZ can sniff that video out. Had me clear up the truth. And then she said she'd be using her fans anytime Offset didn't answer the phone, be wondering why his family's so mad. Who welcomes strangers into their marriage? Then get mad at fans when she uses them, okay? And then so this person actually shared a DM between herself and the Transformer. This person said, you are from the Bronx. I cannot wait to see Blossom. And Cardi B responded and said, and I go online because he don't listen. So I'll be like, oh, okay, if you don't listen, I'ma take it to the internet. Maybe I will make you listen. And then she also said, when I go online is when we are in the phone arguing and he lies or gaslights me. Not because I woke and I was bored. And the blogger said, oh, I see. Okay. And this blogger went on to say that lied and said Offset and get them kids Christmas gifts to get her fans to drag him whole time he did. And then this blogger said, I just want to know how I'm invested when they were my source. I don't care. I didn't deserve that. I pride myself on integrity. I'm not sorry. And then she said, I don't care about celebrities. I care about my fans. No more Cardi on this page for no reason. And don't hold your breath for the album. It ain't done. Okay. No, my God, this person is actually crashing out. Ask Amon Wiggins how it actually feels. We have always been telling you that this woman does not care for you guys. Like she doesn't. She uses you to her own advantage so that you guys can go around bashing other female rappers on her behalf, okay? And then she will make you feel like, oh, we are friends and stuff like that. They like to say Babs have got a parasocial relationship with Nicki Minaj, but these bloggers, this is what a parasocial relationship looks like. She is feeling like the Transformer owes her the truth or something like that, when clearly the Transformer doesn't hold her in that regard. Oh my God. And she also did reveal DMs between herself and Ken Barbie. And in this, Ken Barbie said she just called Ak and asked him who was saying that. But I don't know if you noticed, but we never publicly addressed it because she didn't want to bring any more attention to it or drama. And the blogger responded and said, I understand that I understand that, and I'm going live tonight to clear this up. If there's anything in particular that you would like me to clear up, please let me know. So you're basically working for these people for free. Really? Like, now you've got a hot exclusive and you're not going to put it out? Why? So that Cardi can respond to your DMs? Okay. This is crazy. Anyway, so what then had also happened is that Offset's sister felt some type of way about I don't know, her relationship with Stefan. And in this regard, I don't think that Offset's sister should have inserted herself in this entire situation, because one person said, "Amen, Stefan Diggs is the G word, but H's don't care." And then Offset's sister said, "Hey, bruh." And another person said, "Bro, that's what they be saying about your brother, be dabbling in the and dating cheap behind gold digging escort. Pay the business that minds you, and stay out of Cardi's hoo-ha. It's getting weird, B." And Offset's sister said, "Gay allegations about my brother isn't something I've never ever heard." Is something I've never ever heard. And who mentioned Shorty? I'm sorry, what? Please relax. And Hennessy went and said, "One thing about it, I don't play about mine. Stop playing before I light a mother effing match in this B." Okay, so this is looking like it's Offset's family versus the Transformers family. I don't know if at this point this is a PR stand or if indeed these people are broken up. Okay, and the Transformer went ahead and said, "I'm getting harassed the worst way. I suggest you shut their behind up and leave me alone in less than an hour, or people's careers will be getting ruined, including you famous bees that was getting effed. Leave me alone." Now, what famous bee is going to have their career ended because they laid down with Offset? Woo. Like, I'm trying to think, is it Krishan Rock? Because I mean, there was a rumor going around that Offset was laying down with Krishan, and I don't think that a rumor like that would end Krishan's Rock, because Krishan Rock's career, because Krishan's career really does thrive in the midst of the drama. So maybe this was intended for somebody else and not Krishan, and I wonder who that person is really. But anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about Judas Degrassi. Judas Degrassi is out there doing the things. He is going to be headlining all 3 nights of the Wireless Fest, and let me just tell you this man was able to sell out within 3 minutes. No tickets are available as of now, as we are speaking. And honestly, I'm happy to see this happening, not because I like Judas Degrassi, but I like to see the industry machine struggle to earn an artist. Like, I personally, the one person that, well, it's not a person, the system that I'm against is the industry machine and the propaganda and all of these that they try to do. So regardless of who I like, the moment somebody wakes up and they are, siding with the industry machine or they're being used by the industry machine, personally, I start feeling some type of way about them. Okay, and some of you have been asking what happened to me, what happened along the way that made me stop hyping a certain somebody that I was really rooting for in this beef. If you listen to my initial reviews about the beef when it was starting, I was pro it. I was supporting Kendrick. I loved that. I was like, oh well, this is sport. This is happening, and I also felt like he's someone whose integrity wouldn't allow him to be messing with the industry machine. So personally, I was like, well, it's an original and authentic somebody going against somebody with the machine. And later, that's when I realized that it's actually vice versa. One who used to have the machine behind them, they no longer have the machine. And it does seem like at this point in time, the machine is pushing the other artist. So the moment that somebody just aligns themselves with the machine, personally, I feel some type of way. And so that's why I'm excited for Drake, not because I'm excited that no, I'm excited that the machine is being defeated in this regard. And I love to see that, because they are cruel to all artists, if we're going to be honest. And I know this conversation that we're having with Drake, about Drake, we'll be having it in a couple of years, later, about Kendrick. They will just use him and discard him. And I feel like it's not fair to people's talents. It's not okay. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about Drake selling out. There is a person that I saw who was covering, the lawsuit, Drake's lawsuit to UMG, and I just want you guys to listen to that and let me know in the comment section. Do you agree with what this girl is saying, or what exactly do you think about that? Do I think that is going to win the lawsuit? Absolutely not. It's the industry machine. It's the corporate giants and machines that Nikki was talking about. So no matter who you are, even Michael Jackson was not able to defeat the machine. So it's kind of sad, honestly. It is actually kind of sad. So I wouldn't say that, and I don't think that I'm going to be coming back after that. That being said, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
I'm not a lawyer, but I finally got around to reading the full 81-page lawsuit that Drake has filed against UMG. And in it, he gives 3 reasons as to why he's suing UMG and not Kendrick Lamar. So let me give you the recap. And it really comes down to money. First, early in the lawsuit, Drake makes it clear that, quote, this lawsuit is not about the artists who created Not Like Us. It is instead entirely about UMG, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize allegations that it understood were not only false, but dangerous. It goes on to say very explicitly that Drake is not Drake has never engaged in any acts that would require he be, quote, placed on neighborhood watch. Drake has never engaged in relations with a minor. A minor. Drake has never been charged with or convicted of any criminal acts whatsoever. And so, as a company that published, promoted, exploited, and monetized, Drake says he wants UMG. All right, so reason number 1 as to why Drake is suing UMG is because he says one of their motivations for promoting and making Not Like Us a success was to damage his popularity, so that when it came time to renegotiate his contract, he wouldn't be the superstar he once was, and therefore wouldn't be able to demand the amount of money and rates he typically would have been able to get. The lawsuit says that the rise of streaming platforms has given established artists more leverage and power in their negotiations. So Drake, for example, has been making music for a while. His success is well documented. He has hit songs. And so renewing a contract with him theoretically isn't much of a risk for a company like UMG. He's a pretty solid bet with a track record to prove it. So for that reason, established artists who knows what they bring to the table, has the numbers to back it up, and can understand how much a company can stand to make off of them, can demand a higher rate when they're negotiating a deal. Unless brand, reputation, and popularity of that established artist is all of a sudden tarnished or damaged. Now that artist isn't able to demand that high rate that they once were able to, and now the company has more leverage when negotiating their contract and can maybe get that artist to sign at a discounted rate. So that's what Drake and his team are saying happened here. They say UMG was motivated to make Not Like Us a hit because it devalued Drake's music and his brand, which would allow them to renew his contract at a price that's more favorable to them. Now on to reason number 2, and this one has to do with Kendrick Lamar's contract. The lawsuit says that Kendrick was also signed to UMG, but he only signed a short-term deal that started in 2023 and ended in 2024. And while they wanted Kendrick to sign a longer deal, he only agreed to a short-term deal so that he could see if UMG was actually valuable to him and if they could promote his music more effectively than any other music company. But the problem, according to the lawsuit, is a short-term deal meant that UMG only had a short period of time to prove their worth to Kendrick. And the lawsuit claims UMG used the song Not Like Us to do it. It says UMG chose to publish and promote this song knowing it contained defamatory material against Drake, all in an effort to show Kendrick how valuable they could be to him and get him to sign a longer-term deal with them. And the lawsuit says that that longer-term deal was signed in December of 2024. And now the final reason listed in the lawsuit as to why Drake is suing UMG is again because of money. But this time it's a little more direct. The lawsuit says that UMG has a division-based bonus structure that allows division executives to benefit from their artists regardless if it affects another UMG division's artist. Follow me. So UMG is a parent company, and under it there are labels or divisions like Interscope and Republic. So if an artist that's signed to Interscope, like Kendrick is, has a wildly successful song or album, executives at Interscope may get bonuses or other benefits to reflect the success of that artist and their music. And it doesn't matter if that success is at the expense of another UMG division's artist like Republic, where Drake is signed. So here, Drake is alleging that John Janik, who is the CEO of Interscope, was motivated to make Not Like Us a success, regardless of the defamatory allegations, because he himself was directly rewarded as well. It also notes that John Janik and the CEO of Republic, Monty Littman, are both being considered to replace Lucien Grange, who is the CEO of UMG, the parent company. Some other things worth noting from the lawsuit is that Drake and his team point out UMG and Lucien Grange should specifically know the harm and seriousness of publicizing defamatory claims because they were recently listed as defendants in one of the lawsuits against Diddy. In that Diddy lawsuit, UMG and Lucien Grange were accused of aiding and abetting Diddy while he committed heinous and widespread acts of violence against minors. Lucien and UMG's legal team immediately filed a motion to have the case dismissed against them and argued that the accusations were offensively false, and if they were not in a court document, they would be considered defamation. Lucien specifically said that the allegations against him in the lawsuit were knowingly and maliciously false and defamatory, and that, quote, a single lie can destroy a reputation of integrity, and while it takes years to build a reputation, it can be ruined in 5 minutes. So again, Drake's point here is that even though they just had to fight off their own allegations, that still wasn't enough to stop them from releasing, promoting, and re-promoting a song that had similar allegations about one of their own artists. And the lawsuit says that when Drake confronted UMG about all of this, they refused to do anything about it. In fact, the lawsuit says that UMG told Drake that if he sued them, they would just in turn sue Kendrick Lamar and imply that then Drake would be made fun of for looking like he sued another rapper over a rap battle. All right, so I won't go into all of the details about how many times the song was played. Here it says billions. Or how it was played at national events like the DNC, NBA games, MLB games, WNBA games, or how it is surely going to be played at the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show that Kendrick Lamar will be headlining. I also won't talk about how Drake claims that UMG used its ownership stake in Complex and Vivo to also promote and boost the song. But I will say that Drake has 3 causes of action for this lawsuit. He is officially suing UMG for defamation, which goes to UMG, according to Drake, knowingly and maliciously publishing defamatory statements about him, all of which negatively impact his personal and professional reputation and directly impacts him financially. The second cause of action is harassment, because according to Drake, the song made a call for violence against him, and even when that violence started to happen, which is a reference to the shooting and break-ins that happened at his house, that still wasn't enough to stop UMG from promoting the song. And then the third cause of action is for violating the New York General Business Law, which has to do with Drake's claim that UMG paid people to promote and play the song, misleading the public to believe that it was more popular than it actually was. Oh, and Kai Cenat and some other YouTubers were mentioned in the lawsuit, but that just had to do with the claim that UMG was doing everything they could to promote Not Like Us, including whitelisting the song or like removing the copyright from it on YouTube so that streamers could play the songs on their videos and still get monetized. All right, so now that you have that context, tell me what you think. Does Drake have a point, or is he still just mad he lost the battle?